Okay. Alright, yeah. Just right when I went to go eat, my fucking internet took a shit. The timing, man. The timing is crazy. Oh, all right. So, all right, I'm finally all fresh and eat. Turns out this I just had I had a nectarine and a banana. That's all I had. But that'll last me for a while. I'm hoping to finish this game soon. Before 6:30. The plan was to stream until 6:30. But yeah, the plan was to stream until 6:30, and like I want to finish before then because I have a little fighting game event thing to attend to. All right, finally. By the way, I saw the images he sent me, and real good shit. Real good shit on like what you worked on. I don't know what I was thinking. No, yeah, I know I'm getting very close to the end. Y'all know it's a game I have on my computer that I really should play. I've heard a lot of great things about it, but I've never really sat through to play it. It's so it's what it's called Alice. It's American McGee's Alice. Ow. Oh, like the 2008 build? Like the early 2008 build where they both have flashlights?
They're all over that area. Watch your back.
Maybe whenever Senno's done, because it is Left 4 Dead related. Maybe whenever Senno's done, and on my next Left 4 Dead stream, I can go ahead and show it off. Because I would definitely like to incorporate that just into my regular game. The thing that's tough about configuring a game with to work with gyro controller is that, so one thing that makes a controller configuration in general separate, or controller support separate than the mouse and keyboard, is that it's essentially that controllers have the game will code what's called context sensitive input, where basically like where a game will have, like, you know, interact and reload be the same button, and whatever the function that button does is dependent on the context of the game itself. So if there's something that you could run up to and interact with, then your reload button doesn't work anymore, and so it now becomes the interact button. But when you're not trying to interact with something, it's forever the reload button. But with a controller input that is emulating a mouse and keyboard like mine is, because that's what this is. This game doesn't have controller support. This game doesn't have controller support. So I am merely emulating a mouse and keyboard with the flick stick, with the gyro aim, and with the inputs. And so, but however, because there's so many keys on the keyboard, these context-sensitive inputs don't exist. Fuck. So you have to make your own context-sensitive style inputs. For example, reload and interact are the same button on my controller, but if I try to set it to function like they're the same button, then every time I interact with shit, I am also reloading. But it doesn't work like that. Instead, I have it so that my reload button, I can just tap, and to interact with shit, I have to hold down the button. So there is a lot of setting up that needs to go into setting up a gyro controller. And to be honest, some of you, it requires so much setting up that some of you are probably like, what the fuck is the point then? Because even then, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see this and the flick sticking. I don't see it being on the same level as a mouse. The mouse is way too expressive. It is way too strong. It is the most precise way of aiming to ever exist. So that even with somebody but this is so that somebody with this though can stand a chance against somebody with a mouse for sure, but they're not going to be on the same level more often than not. But still, the flicks are really, really nice. I haven't had to use this gun in forever. Hi, Jinx. And I'm back too.
Looks like the largest concentration of enemy forces is in that area.
We're getting real close to the end of the game here. And I'm hoping I can beat it before 6:30. I came from here, didn't I? So yeah, the same button. Y on so if this was an Xbox controller, it would be the X button. But it's Y. I'm using a Switch controller. So Y on my Switch controller is reload, but if I hold it down, it becomes the interact key. I feel like I'm gonna get sniped or something. Or is that where I came from? I think that's where I came from. Am I missing something? This place feels familiar.
Well, the situation in Auburn seems to be intensifying. Shortly after a U.S. military helicopter crashed on the roof of an abandoned hotel, fierce fighting was reported in the surrounding area. Police have expanded their cordon to include Auburn and have begun evacuating residents from the primarily industrial district.
serious than I thought they would. Fuck. Is that a jump I can make? I feel like I can make that jump. I want to try that again. Probably not. I was just trying to see if I can shortcut that shit. Oh, I'm stupid, yo.